Good evening and welcome back to this week's edition of Sports Update on Penn State Sports Night. I'm Adrianna Gallucci alongside Ashley Mascaro, and we're here to provide you with recent highlights from around the sports world. It was a good week to be a trade acquisition on a New York hockey team. Bo Horvat, who was acquired before the All-Star game by the New York Islanders, scored his first goal with the team on February 7th off a pat from Matt Barzal. 2 days later, he scored against his former team when the Vancouver Canucks came into town. Horvat has 3 goals and 1 assist in 4 games with the Islanders. In Manhattan, the New York Rangers announced on February 9th that they had acquired Vladimir Tarasenko and Nico Mikkola from the St. Louis Blues for Sammy Blais, Hunter Skinner, and 2 draft picks. In his first game as a Ranger, Tarasenko scored off a feed from Artemi Panarin. With Horvat and Tarasenko acquired respectively, the New York teams are highly likely to be out of the Patrick Kane and Timo Meier bids. Kane noted that he was, quote, not the happiest, end quote, to hear about the Tarasenko trade, as he had considered the Blue Shirts to be one of his potential landing spots out of Chicago.
The biggest sporting event in America took place this past Sunday in Glendale, Arizona, where the Kansas City Chiefs defeated the Philadelphia Eagles in Super Bowl 57. The final score was 38-35, with Chiefs kicker Harrison Butker kicking the winning field goal in the final 10 seconds of the game. The end of the first half brought a scare for Chiefs fans as quarterback Patrick Mahomes re-injured his right ankle, but that worry went away as he came back strong, completing 21 out of 27 passes and throwing 3 touchdowns. This was his second Super Bowl win and Super Bowl MVP award. Tight end Travis Kelce added 6 receptions for 81 yards and 1 touchdown. There was also an injury concern on the other side, with quarterback Jalen Hurts having a shoulder injury coming into Sunday. Thankfully for the Birds, there was no sign of weakness during any part of the game, with Hurts completing 27 out of 38 passes for 304 yards, 1 touchdown, and no interceptions. Wide receiver Devontae Smith recorded 7 receptions for 100 yards. Overall, it was a well-fought game by both teams and a great finish to the 2022 NFL season.
With the Super Bowl marking the conclusion of the football season, it's time to welcome baseball back with the World's Baseball Classic. The Classic features 5 teams and 4 pools in bracket format. Some teams have surprising names on their rosters, including Yoenis Cespedes for Cuba and Matt Harvey for Italy. The biggest names in the game will represent their countries, like Shohei Ohtani for Japan, Edwin Diaz, Francisco Lindor, and Javier Baez for Puerto Rico, and Andres Jimenez, Jose Altuve, and Miguel Cabrera for Venezuela. Kyle Schwarber, Mike Trout, Pete Alonso, Paul Goldschmidt, and JT Realmuto are among the players who are representing the defending champion United States team. The Classic runs from March 7th until March 21st.
Arizona was the place to be for sporting events this past weekend as the PGA Tour stopped in Phoenix for the Waste Management Phoenix Open. Scottie Scheffler came away with the victory, going 19 under par and replacing Rory McIlroy as the world's #1 ranked player. Scheffler entered Sunday with a 2-shot lead after posting a 3 under 68 on Saturday, with Nick Taylor and Jon Rahm right behind him at 11 under. Taylor finished Sunday 17 under and Rahm at 14 under. Previously #1 ranked McIlroy struggled this weekend, finishing 4 under par, tying for 32nd place. Other top 10 finishers included Justin Thomas at 13 under, Jason Day at 12 under, and Jordan Spieth, Sungjae Im, Sam Burns, and Tyrrell Hatton all finishing at 11 under. The tour next goes up the coast to the Pacific Palisades to California for the Genesis Invitational, where the first pair will tee off on Thursday at 3:06 p.m. Eastern Time. So, Adrianna, what are you looking forward to in sports this week?
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing the teams in the Metro Division for the NHL. That is the tightest division in hockey right now, with Carolina leading. And you can't cat out teams like Washington and Pittsburgh either. And I'm also excited to see baseball towards the end of the week with pitchers and catchers. What about you?
I am looking forward to seeing the LA Lakers and LeBron James after he just became the record holder for the most points scored in NBA history. That's all we have for this edition of Penn State Sports Update. For Adrianna Gallucci, I'm Ashley Mascaro. Have a great night.
Hey everybody, thank you for tuning into this edition of Penn State Sports Night. We hope you liked that segment.
And we're sure there's other Penn State Sports Night segments that you are going to love as well. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content.
And check us out on social media for updates and behind the scenes clips and pics. Follow us on Twitter at PSSN TV and on Instagram at PSU Sports Night to keep up with all the action.
For all of us here at the Belisari Media Center, we are
Penn State Sports Night.